Most people think getting hacked means someone somewhere guessing their password. 16 characters, a symbol, a password manager, two-factor authentication, and we have heard all of these things hundreds of times, right? And good, that advice is not wrong. And I break into accounts for living, and here's the part nobody sees. Your password isn't the weakest part of your account. This small option sitting below, not the password, but the reset flow is the main culprit. And as someone who breaks into account for living, I can tell you that this is the place where most of them fall. Not the password, the reset flow. People with perfect password get hacked through this every single day, and nobody is talking about it. So let me put you in my chair for a second. You are the attacker now. You want into someone's account, you have got two ways. Way 1, you crack the password. 20 characters, probably scrambled, modern encryption. Best case, you will be looking at years of computing, maybe centuries. Way 2, you click on forget password. Work out how the reset actually happens and walk straight into the account. Which one you gonna pick? Exactly, the second one. And yet you have been obsessed over the password all over the years. Making it longer, add symbols, add a number, do not reuse it, get a password manager, turn on two-factor authentication, use authenticator apps, not the SMS. And after all this, you still have to got it changed in 90 days. And look, there is nothing wrong in that. It obviously defends you against the attackers who are guessing, who are doing the brute force attack. The one trying millions of combinations, the one using password leaked from other website resources. But here's the quiet truth, that no attacker is guessing anymore. The attacker who actually want your account, they are not fighting the password, they are walking around it. Here's why it's even possible. Every account you own has two doors. The front door is your password. That's the one you are already obsessed over. You add logs to it and you stack two-factor authentication on the top of that, and you reinforce it. But there is always a second door, and here's the thing about that second door, that it has to be easier by design, because every company is working around humans and they have a very human assumption about you, that one day you will be forgetting your password and you will be going to lose your phone. So they build you the way back in, a spare key left under the mat, and that spare key, that's the exactly where the attacker lives. The moment you click on forget password, your strongest password is gone, wiped out of the equation. 20 characters, symbols, password manager, none of it counts anymore. Because at that point, system stop asking who you are, it start asking what do you have. Access to an email, access to a phone number, access to a 6-digit code that lives for 10 minutes. So how does it actually plays out? 3 ways, 3 paths, and I have watched all of them work in my lifetime. Path 1, own the email. If I get into your email, I will not be requiring your Instagram password or your bank's password. I just go to the site and click on forget password. And once I click on forget password, the reset link will be landing into the inbox that I already have a control over. So your email account isn't just an account, it's a master key to every other platform that you use by that email. Path 2 is owning the phone number. It's called SIM swap. I call your telecom provider, pretend to be you, and port your number on the SIM that is sitting on my hand. Now every OTP, every we have sent you a code to your phone comes to me instead. And it's not some foreign threat. It's happening in India every day if you look at the cases. And number 3, own the human. Sometimes I just don't need your email or the access to your phone. I just need to sound like you are on the support call. A confident voice, 2 pieces of information anyone can find online, and a sad story about the lost phone. And the support agent are trained to be humble and helpful. And that's how they hand me over your keys. So these were 3 totally different attacks, and 0 of them actually touch your password. And look, this isn't theory. Let me give you an older but a clean example from August 12. A Wired journalist named Mat Honan watched his entire digital life get destroyed in an hour. Not because his password was weak, but nobody has to touch his password. Here's how it started. They wanted his Twitter handle @Matt. 3 letters just to flex. So they didn't attack the Twitter at all. They went to Gmail password recovery page and typed his Gmail address, which they would have pulled straight off the public blogs. And Gmail did them a favor. It showed them the partially hidden recovery mail on the account, which is m***n@me.com. And by the me.com address, you can already recognize that this is the Apple's account. So now they have the target, which is the Mat Honan's Apple account. So the very first crack in his entire attack wasn't a password, it was a forget password page. To get into his Apple account, they hid the forget password theirs too. And Apple wanted the last 4 digits of the credit card attached to his account. And for that, they go to Amazon. They did the first call. They ask Amazon that I would like to add a credit card to my account. Name, billing address, email, all public. So Amazon added a brand new card, a fake one obviously, properly formatted, and then they hung up the call. Then they make a second call to the Amazon itself that I have lost access to my account. Amazon asked them to verify with a card on the file, like on their account already. So they read out the fake credit card that they have attached just few minutes back. And surprisingly, Amazon let them in. And there's, in the Amazon, you already know that if you go to the settings, then you will be finding all of your credit cards attached to your account. So they were basically into the Mat Honan's account and they can see all the credit cards of Mat Honan that is already being attached into his account. But just the last 4 digits of his real credit cards. The same 4 digits Amazon thought were too boring to hide were the 4 digits Apple used to prove you are you. 2 companies, same number, opposite assumptions. And then after what happens? That they call the Apple Care, name, email, billing address, and even they have the last 4 digits of Mat Honan's credit card. And then Apple handed them a temporary iCloud password because that's all they require to reset a password. And once they were inside the iCloud, the dominoes fell in minutes. They reset his Gmail because the Gmail password recovery link lands up into the Apple's account. And then they reset his Twitter because the Twitter's reset link lands up in his Gmail. And then they opened the Find My iPhone, the feature built to save you when your phone gets stolen, and wiped his entire iPhone, iPad, his MacBook, all for a 3-letter Twitter handle. And not once on any of those calls, any of those websites, did anyone ask for Mat Honan's password. And Mat Honan's lose everything because every recovery system in his life trusted the recovery system before it. The Twitter trusted Gmail, the Gmail trusted iCloud, the iCloud trusted Amazon, and Amazon trusted one phone call. So look at your account, your bank, what's your recovery email? The email, what is the recovery phone number? And that number, whose name is the SIM actually registered to? Most of the people never trace this entire chain, but the attacker always starts with this. So what actually matters tomorrow morning? 3 things. And none of them you will be finding on your security awareness posters. Number 1 is your master key. Your email, that your email is the master key to all of your online life which exists right there. So protect that one inbox harder than anything. Turn on a passkey or a physical security key. And get rid of the SMS-based 2-factor authentication. They are not working anymore because an SMS can travel through your SIM and your SIM can be swapped by a telecom counter, by anyone who is holding the printout of your Aadhaar card. Number 2, trace your chain. Audit all the recovery options, all of them. Open your bank app, check for the recovery email you have and the recovery number on that file. Open your Gmail, do the same. Open the WhatsApp, do the same. Because that phone number sitting in those fields, that is the real lock on your account. Not the password, not the 2-factor authentication. The recovery contact, the most of the people have never opened those settings. And when you do, you will be finding your college number or your parents' number from 2015. And number 3, the better question. Stop asking what's my password and how strong is my password. Start asking that how easy is to reset my account. And that one shift in the question you ask will be worthing more than any password manager that you will ever buy. For more than 25 years, we have trained people to defend their front door. But the attacker is no more using that. They have stopped using that front door way back long. They come through the recovery, they come through the cookies, they come through the help desk, through the system you have never even knew were the part of your security. So the next time you feel safe because your password is strong, please ask yourself a different question. That is, if you forget it right now, then how easy is to become you?